You buggered it, He's swallowed it all of it. I don't know whose hands are on the wheel, I didn't think that up the Oh, 50-point buck. That might be the only buck you did this year, You're just doing I kicked your butt last year. You and all your sons put together couldn't kick my butt. My 12-pointer to your little 4.4 corn, I think that's a butt kicking at anybody's foot. Would you say that's a butt kicking, Ruben? Keep me out of it. I took the fork running fast on that 20-pointer. That's a clear shot, 20-pointer. That's right. You can't make a clean kill, don't make a kill at all. If he could have pulled a trigger, possibly save him this year. Think that's something for his grandmother. That's wrong. When was that, Bob? Taking mosquitoes, that's right. 18 points, 15 inches price, 24 ounces bread, weight, 284 pounds, fully bread. Dr. McKenna, are you sure you didn't shoot it out? What are we going to state record about the life report? Well, it wasn't because you didn't. The hell it wasn't. You didn't report it, You don't report it, it ain't a state record. I don't believe in state record. No, you don't believe in state record. I don't believe in any state record, but you can't DNR. Either managed by the DNR. Ruben, what's the name of that big game agency down in CBM? CBM, that's right. CBM is for what? What's it stand for? Commemorative Bucks of Michigan. Commemorative Bucks of Michigan. You gotta report it to Commemorative Bucks of Michigan. When your great-grandpa Alpha had the Sunday Ridge Buck back in 1920, you notified the state Alpha. Probably hold the state record in the end. Come back to the camp, hold out the Sunday camp block and start writing it down for all posterior. Where is it? Right here. 1922. 28 twice. Direct spread at 30 3/4 inches. An estimated weight of 334 pounds. Record. That's a world record.
How do you know everything in here is on the up and up?
There's truth. Well, then make sure you're the best, lady. So I go down from the rig tomorrow. There's going to be a new Sony record holder,
You on the ridge tomorrow?
I hate to tell you, but they ain't up on the rig this year. Big ones are on the ridge, Pop. Trust me.
Big ones,
Oh, yeah, trophies. I've seen the tracks. And you know what they say? Big bucks make big tracks. Store that away for a rainy day.
You mind if I hunt it with you?
I like to hunt alone.
Well, don't mean side by side. I'll take the one and you take the other.
No, that's no good neither, because then when we get to the middle, we'll be shooting each other.
The ridge is 5 miles long.
And I plan on hunting every inch of it. I don't
You're up on the ridge and Pop is coming this swamp. Where the heck am I supposed to hunt? Up on what road? 1035. State highway.
You're up the highway. I had one down last week.
I'm not going to hunt the highway. It's the highway.
Are you sure? I think you might be missing an opportunity here.
You want me to set up a blind on the shoulder of M35 and wait for the next 10-pointer who tries to cross some traffic?
I think you're in the wrong spot. Don't you block it? Or that's your bag. That's how Buffalo get it, huh? Yeah. I'll set the lawn chair right on the side of the road and wait. They'll sit there a whole week if he has to. People bring him food, change of clothes. Hey, you ever married that gal? You know the one I'm talking about. The one with the eyebrows going straight across her head. Yeah, and she comes in with her toothbrush.
In the years before the Great War, Big Mountain had been the home to the brightest minds of the 21st century. Scientists of vision were drawn to the facility to tackle the greatest technological challenges of the era. They sought to create a new world, fueled by technology for the benefit of all mankind. Sonic emitters, space-age alloys, DNA hybridization, force field particle research, autodoc advances in cranial, cardiac, and trauma surgery. The hopes and dreams of a century became realities in the electronic forges of Big Mountain. The nucleus of this research was the Dome, a huge stone facility that held the labs of every science known to man. It was a think tank where no problem could not be solved, where no question could not be answered. The Great War brought a new energy to Big Mountain and its scientists. Although sheltered from the front lines, the scientists waged their own war, fighting their battles at the atomic level. Equations and calculations marched endlessly across chalkboards and computer terminals toward one solution: winning the war. For years, the minds and computers of Big Mountain were a blaze of trajectories, weapon schematics, and nuclear theories. The problems began to outpace the solutions, first geometrically, then exponentially. As the war escalated, so did the questions. On the night of October 23rd, 2077, the scientists received an answer that put all their questions to rest. In the aftermath, Big Mountain's silent experiments went to sleep, their creators slowly dying in the new world that had been left behind. And the great stone in the middle of the Big Empty lay untouched, filled with countless technological wonders. Wonders that, in the end, had been answers to the wrong question.
I thought I heard the pacification field kick in. All right, shh. Nobody Be warned, intruder. You are in the presence of a mighty think tank of Big Mountain. The collective geniuses of... We... By Oppenheimer, which one of you self-professed geniuses has been adjusting my volume knob? Who was it? Was it you, 8? Oh, Dr. O, was it? Likely story. O couldn't spot 2 neurons if they were in a lattice of biomed gel.
What? Me? Breaking news, Klein. It wasn't me, alright? I'm the robotical engineer. 8 is sound waves. That's his specialty. You always do this. You always demean me in front of guests. And it's not O, alright? It's...
Enough! Either of you do it again, it'll be the last time. Now... Great. Now I forgot what I was saying. What was I talking about? Did it just say something? Anyone catch that? Boros, you work with animals. Translate. It's a lobotomite. Here, in the dome. Oh, as if this situation couldn't get any worse. Now we've got lobotomites. Dalla, get the spray before it excretes all over everything.
Dr. Klein, if my hypothesis is correct, this lobotomite is the repository of the brain we sent the signal to, the skinvelope once containing it. If so, it's proof that there may indeed be something beyond the crater. Just look at it. The way it blinks. It's like a big, hairless teddy bear.
I know what it is, Dalla. I want to know why it's down here. With its limbs all over everything. And are those penises I see wriggling on its feet? Disgusting.
I believe those are toes, Dr. Klein. Little teddy bear toes. Penises are much larger than those tiny extremities. Not that I would know.
I don't recall the human penis ever being that large.
It depends on one's own frame of reference, Dr. O. Look at its little nose with its 2 orifices for ingesting oxygen.
Noses? Why, the great static. These lobotomites confound me with their sheer number of useless extremities. Now it's holding up an array of fully erect hand penises. If it tries to insert them, activate vivisectors. Dr. Klein, wait. I don't believe those gestures were random. Random at all. It's been following our conversation. The lobotomite understands us.
I agree with Boros' histrionic findings. This little lobotomite is unusually attentive for something whose brain has been extracted.
Nonsense! Lobotomites can't comprehend us!
8, have you been in the mentats again? If we slow down our oral processor receptors to understand this excretion, we'll all be rendered ignorant.
All of you, power down, shut up, and let me prove once and for all how wrong you all are. As usual. Lobotomite, do you understand me? Can you speak? Those were words, weren't they? In the form of questions. He's asking me questions. Is this some kind of trick? Our efforts have turned against us. In playing God, we created a monster.
Perhaps as we were ruthlessly lobotomizing it with our cutters, we filled the skinvelope with awareness. A teddy bear with new stuffing.
Wait. If what you're theorizing is this lobotomite understands us, can reason with us,
Then this may be just the answer we've been looking for. At last, a chance to... Dr. Klein, a transmission from the Forbidden Zone, coming right at us. It can only be...
If it isn't my old colleagues, the mighty think tank of Big Mountain. Big fools, all of you. It is I, Dr. Mobius, transmitting from my dome-shaped dome in the Forbidden Zone. A zone that is, yes, forbidden to you. Even now, my deadly robo-scorpions swarm across Big Mountain with their pincers and pointy laser tails. Soon, all science will be mine! Even the technology sealed in the Big Mountain research centers cannot save you. So cower in your think tank. Wait for the end. That's all. Goodbye.
Mobius. Always the same broadcast. He's clearly mad, driven insane.
What are we going to do? There's no way we can breach the Forbidden Zone. There's those robot scorpions everywhere.
The Forbidden Zone, where no brain has ever entered.
Except Dr. Mobius and the technologies that could save us. They are out of our reach.
And Dr. Mobius mocks us. Did you see his cracked monitor? He's clearly let himself go.
What? Ask the lobotomite for help?
If this lobotomite responded, Dr. Klein, then it is clearly intelligent, perhaps even displays heretofore unknown levels of helpfulness.
But what of its brain? We scooped that out. We don't even know where we left it. And for putting it back in, none of us have the knowledge.
Yes, but it's still aware and responsive. Look at it. It's regarding us even now, with its big teddy bear eyes. If we ask it politely, and leave the part about the unnecessary, ruthless lobotomizing out, it might be favorably disposed to us. We removed your brain, yes. So soft, barely wrinkled, yet so flush with knowledge and experience. Brain extraction technology has been standard practice at Big Mountain for an immeasurable amount of time.
Once the brain was out, then came the coils. The Tesla coils. The coils of Nikola Tesla.
Yeah, ain't no need to brag. Wherever your brain is, it's transmitting thoughts to you through the
Tesla coils in its head.
This is fortunate in many respects. If your brain was anywhere in the dome, why, you could access your aggression centers.
Circumventing the pacification field. This is a no-no. We have never been in a fight. We do not want that. Reminds me of my days in American High. And Richie Marcus. Darla, was it necessary this time?
I assume full responsibility. I take my duties in the prodding and excision of living, breathing tissue quite seriously. Although in truth, the Autodoc had done most of the work already. Quite industrious, almost cut into all my investigations. Once it had removed the brain and I misplaced it, other organs began to cry for direction, using your... Rather than let them send their signals, I removed them as well.
First. wait,
To be correct, you should say the Autodoc took out your brain. It did all the heavy lifting. It has never worked so hard before. It was unusual. It worked so hard on your surgery, it destroyed its own memory.
that Autodoc junk heap was one of Mobius.
After that, the brain lost itself. Not in the metaphysical sense.
If so, it was flushed all the way to Mobius. Flush. That. Oh.
Yes, Dr. Klein, what?
Not you, oh, you idiot. I meant oh in the sense of leaving. But you can't.
If you get me...
So, you see,
Excellent.
Agreed. Oh, and I've used my robotical knowledge to, transmit the radio map waves to... Settle down, 8. I would have gotten it in a second, all right? 8, they, well, move sometimes.
8 is correct. All we need are the schematics. So do not... And he... The technologies. The cycle... There. What illogic is this? Keep your filthy penis-tipped feet up.
Oh. Dr. Klein?
What is it? What?
You're...
Is it? What?
You... Oh...
they said,
What did it say?
Oh...
Fine. What?
this, Doctor,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is it? Well, good. What are the No!
we can get... Might be more...
I suppose. We'll have to move that couch out of there. Been putting that off too long.
Eight says, let the lobotomite take... That stuffy Mobius program butler can...
it would also prevent it from going to Higgs Village and taking up residence there. With my
Your logic combined with my desire to... Lobotomite, take this chip to the ci... What?
Still might be enough to trigger this thing's trade routines. Mobius put that test line for caps in the cup.
I don't believe that was Mobius's reason. His wild speculation.
Enough! Surrender these so-called bottle caps, Nuka and Sunset alike, in their role as things.
All right, here, cap away. Hope that stupid chip chokes on them.
Again, your logic is unassailable in its...
Fine. It's not going to help. That chip will probably...
Are there other chips?
Are you echoing what he said, or...
He's asking.
You just...